Hi everybody, it's Miss H. So I'm going to be showing you how to use the Open eBooks app that's on everybody's iPads. You can see the app icon on the second row right there. It looks like an open book against a white background. So go ahead and tap that. Now the first thing you'll see is the user agreement. You can just go ahead and hit accept at the bottom right. And then it'll sort of bring you to a few pages that tell you a little bit about the app. I'm just going to swipe from right to left to keep going to get to the login screen. Now this is where you're going to tap login with first book. It's the top option. All right, so I click login with first book and I'm going to put in my access code in the first option. You can get this code from your child's teacher or you can email me for it. There's a code for every student in our school. So the access code goes in the top and then the PIN goes in the second option, the PIN or the password. Now my PIN's not showing up because it's a secret password, but I typed it in and then I'm going to click log in. So once I click log in, it will bring me to the main screen. So here on the main screen, there are a bunch of different categories of books that I use my finger to move the screen up and down to see. I see chapter books and mysteries and fiction. Now, some of the books might be a little difficult, but there's lots of really great books for the students here at EMK. So I decide I'm going to go to the category staff picks because it's people who work for the New York Public Library, books that they really like. So I'm going to click more next to staff picks and it brings me to a bunch of really great books. So I can use my finger to scroll up and down and look at all the different books, but I saw one at the top I really like. I've already read it. It's called Big Cat, Little Cat on the right side. So I'm going to click Get next to that book because I'd like to read it. Now when I click Get, it's actually going to start to download. So the book's going to be saved to my iPad for about 7 weeks or until I return it and I'm done reading it. So let's download this one to the iPad. As it finishes downloading, it now says read. I borrowed this book, so I can click read to open it. And I just want to point out, it's telling you that the controls to change the color and the font are hidden, but if you ever want to find them, you can just tap the middle of the screen and they'll appear. And if you want to get rid of them, tap the middle of the screen again and they'll go away. Okay, here we are. The book is open. To turn the pages, I just tap with my pointer finger on the right side of the screen to turn the pages. Now the controls that I just mentioned, I tapped the middle of the screen to bring them up. You see them on the top right. If I click them, I can go to different parts of the book, change the background color, change the brightness, change the font, depends on what makes it easiest for you to read, and then just to get rid of them, I tap the middle of the screen again, and I can keep turning the pages like I was before. Now let's say I finished with this book, I'm done with it, I can just click staff picks on the top and it'll bring me back to that main page to see the rest of the books in this category. And to go back to the first main page, I click catalog at the top left and it will bring me back to that main page with all the different categories. Now there's another way to search. There is a magnifying glass on the top right. If you tap that magnifying glass, it'll bring you to a search bar and I'm going to type in cat to see what other cat books they have available. Now it'll show me all different cat books. And just like before, I see one that I like. Mommies Are Amazing on the left side. I'm going to click Get. It's going to start to download and it will be saved to my iPad in this app. And once it downloads, you can see it says read, just like before, and I'm going to go back to the beginning. Now I want to point out to you some buttons on the bottom. On the left side is a button that says catalog, which will bring you to the main page. The button in the middle says my books, and if I tap that, it'll show me all the books that I have checked out. So it shows me I have the 2 cat books, and I already read Big Cat, Little Cat. I'd like to return it. I don't need it anymore. So I tap on the cover of the book and it will show me some information about it. And then it says, your book is ready to read. Read, return. So if I go ahead and click that return button, it will return the book to the library and I don't have it anymore. If I ever wanted it again, I could download it again. But for now, I only have one book checked out. Now, I want to show you again, if you're searching for a book and you're not sure, you can go ahead, search for the kind of book you want. I would like a cat book. Type it in, scroll down, and I see a book that I'm not really sure about. I'd like to know what it is. So if I tap the cover, it will give me the information about the book, and if I like it, I can click Get. If I don't like it, I click Close, and then I look for another book. And I just want to show you that once you close the app, you're not going to have to log in again unless you have to switch out your iPad and do a new one. So if I close my app and then I go back in, I tap where it says Open eBooks. It'll bring me to the main page, no logging in. I can click My Books on the bottom, and my book is still checked out to me. So that is using Open eBooks. You can borrow up to 10 books at a time. If you can't borrow any more, return some of your books that you have and get new ones. You can borrow the books for 7 weeks, then they'll automatically be returned. If you have any questions, please email me, mhalat@ewrsd.k12.nj.us, and enjoy the books.